Hey guys, we are back with Plague Inc. Evolved. We still need to get past this Neurax virus, Neurax worm. So that's what we are going to be doing. So Mustela begins in USA, and I have no idea on what I think of this. Last time it didn't go too well, it really didn't. So I'm hoping this time it can turn out a little bit better. But of course I don't actually know, so fingers crossed. And what I'm hopefully planning to do is get it going. But it's when the world starts coming up with a cure, that's when I begin to have problems. So it's going up very, very slowly, and I'm not sure if I should do anything to change that, because I'm not sure how long it takes for them to realise the fact that the Neurax worm, I keep calling it a virus, is around. Because if I do nothing and it goes up slowly, how long would it take them for us to know? I'm not going to do that while on. I'm waiting to get 50 disease before I'm 50 DNA points before I do anything. And we have only got 15 people, so that is very, very small. And I'm gonna get these, and I'm gonna get Trojan planes so I can start. So it's more of building up the defense, building up the preparedness to spread, but not try not to do anything that, because I have a feeling that some transmissions may be how they find out. It's a suspicion of mine. Don't know how true it is. Probably not very true at all. But now you can see the sudden boost, although it doesn't seem to be going up as fast as I'd hoped. Right, okay, so that's 14, 30, 16, 22. So, what should I do? If I... because it doesn't mention anything, so that increases the infectivity. The severity is how they find it. And it already starts pretty high. So I feel like because the eggs increase severity, I think it gets to a point where severity gets so high and that's what makes them notice. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, but if we get that, so that means once they do get the cure, we have as much time as possible, although from previous experience it doesn't seem like it will be much either way. And perhaps I should have got a transmission, because it's still going up. So we're now at 20,000, but we're still only in the United States. So let's see if we can get enough DNA points. Okay, so now we've infected Canada. So it is spreading very slowly. So if we get eggs, and see, now it's really jumping up. I'm just hoping to get to just getting more DNA points. That's something I'm mainly focusing on. So, okay, so we started infecting the Caribbean. So we've infected 1 million people. So that's a milestone. Okay, we're in Egypt now. How did we get into Egypt? I didn't see. Oh, a boat. I completely missed that. But we're now really hopping up. And let's go start in Greenland. We'll start in the we'll start in the countries that we tend to struggle with. So that's Greenland, that's Iceland, that's Sweden. I'm probably going to leave Finland, although they can be a bit of a hassle. Philippines. Okay, so now we're in UK. So we're starting now to get the infectivity up. That's something. And now we're in Central America. And now Brazil. So we're starting to get there. And we do only have eggs 1, so minor disease. Okay, so now it's a point, just hoping they're not gonna start boosting up the cure super fast. So that's a way why I'm saving my points, because I want to wait until I get the first. Okay, so starting work on a cure, but it's not. So we need to see that increases the severity quite a lot, and I don't really want to risk doing that yet. So if we do eggs again for the time being, and then coldness, and then let's send this one to New Guinea. So then we're going to start picking off some of the smaller islands, and then Indonesia. I think that also includes Malaysia, but just having thoughts, more research needed. See, the world cure isn't going up just yet. Let's do Central Africa, because that part of Africa tends to have a few problems, but we seem to be lucky the fact that the world cure isn't going up yet. Argentina, but I feel any. Okay, we're getting quite a lot of countries infected there. I feel like if we... Okay, so we're going to take these guys to India. Okay, so, okay, I forgot about Madagascar actually, so it's a semi-good thing the fact that there was a tragedy there, because it reminded me that they can be quite a pain as well. So can Australia. So I might infect Australia next. And we're starting to get those around the world. Okay, so you've got one. Got one there. Okay, Japan shut down ports, so it's getting there. So this is a point now where I want to... transmissions. I want to boost up transmissions so then more people are still getting infected. And I don't feel like I need to worry so much about the... how to concentrate, that's what I want. So I want it hard to cure, hard to accurately diagnose. Significantly harder, okay. So I'm going to go that route. I then want to do that. Immaturity and mania. And I'm then going to leave that there and then come up here with this and get these. So then those I'm probably gonna get next, but let's just see how this booms. Okay, so we've got sudden rashes there. So then where do we want to go? We can go West Africa. Okay, so look at all those getting infected there. So then who's... Zimbabwe is not yet infected. Okay, so this is where things start coming up problematic. So if we leave that and we do... see, bruised tissue reduces infection, so it reduces that by quite a lot. So we're going to get that instead. Obsession, devotion. So we're getting that. Now does that increase or decrease? That increases. So that could be a good thing. New obsession. Let's then do those again. So we may be getting there. Let's go to Australia again. They seem to be holding out quite a bit, as does West Africa. So then let's do this again to prevent even more symptoms. That increases infectiousness. Let's also do this because it increases mutations. It will start mutating on its own. So hopefully we can... it's going to be very close. Okay, so that's there. So we're going to start struggling a bit, I feel. So if we go here and get the final one for that, I'm going to keep that. Let's like to notice infection. Okay, so we may be able to stop the cure through some of the symptoms, and the world's slowly getting infected. Less people are not infected, so if we can really get that going, perhaps we could find some way to pull on that, but doesn't seem like we're having much luck. Nuclear explosion in the States. US and anarchy. See, think we're starting to have problems. Who still have healthy people? So no one still has healthy people but France, Spain, Angola and Botswana. Okay, so hallucination. Oh, I was going to click on that, but too late. Okay, so this is quite a problem. Botswana's there. And there's nothing I can do, damn it. So I think we've lost this one as well. And not as many people have. Okay, there's no healthy people left in the world. So this is a point where I could dissolve. I'm not getting points back. And that's a problem. It's a real big problem. Right, there's no one left in the States. And the cure is done. So we were really close that time, but still unfortunately we got eradicated. And that actually took longer than as expected, so I'm probably just going to rush through. Let's start in Spain. I'm going to try rush through this as fast as possible. Airplanes. Okay, so if I get that, so wealthier countries become more infectious. Perhaps that will then go up to France quicker. So we can start. Spain was one of the last ones, Botswana, and of course I know they change each time you play, but I like Spain. 2016 I had a really nice holiday in Spain. So then let's do that. So we're coming up for, we're protected so it doesn't go up so fast, even though it goes up extremely fast anyway. Never understood how a tsunami could hit Egypt, because I couldn't imagine one being big enough in that gap, but then again that gap is massive. It's a really large gap between Turkey and Egypt, probably a lot larger than would be expected. Severe storm in UK. That's semi-realistic. I mean, we can get some really bad storms, but nothing even compared to a hurricane. So, okay, possibility I could do is just do mutation, do a complete mutation run. That could possibly go, and perhaps I could have these as well. So as opposed to doing those, I could go through urban areas and arid areas, so then we could start spreading more, and if it spreads more we can get everyone infected quicker. That's my theory, at least. Doesn't seem like any more countries are becoming infected. Okay, so France is now infected. And we don't really... More of Spain. Spain's getting infected really quickly. Egypt's now infected. Egypt seems to be one of the first to always get infected. I suppose it's because they have 2 harbours and 1 airport, and damn it, they're starting to notice it already. Which is a problem. Spain's working on a cure. Damn it. Well, perhaps I should get the plane so I can start infecting different people faster and further, because boats and air isn't much of a transmission. Well, okay, that's all now starting to blister up. Because I don't have the time. Don't have the okay, so let's go all the way over to New Zealand. UK's infected. New Zealand's now infected. South Africa's infected. India's infected. Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. Let's do Russia. The States now infected. Okay. Do China. So my strategies, Jesus, changed quite a bit. It seems like Egypt's sending off a lot of planes as well. All my planes at the moment seem to be in Egypt. And again, more Egypt. Let's do Greenland. And quite a lot of those have been infected. Okay, let's just pause that for a second. Canada's always a problem, so let's not get that yet. I don't think I really want to get that yet. That I'm gonna get. They're already starting a cure, so we might as well boost it. So I'm gonna get that. I am also going to just move all the way up there. And get that as well. I want to also save some. What does it more? Let's just do that. So okay, so people are now starting to die. And now it's getting quite infectious. Okay, good thing I didn't miss that. Let's get Sweden. Okay, so we're starting to really affect it. And we... Alright, let's pause that for a moment. That wasn't going. I was trying to click on that, so I'm gonna get that. Then gonna go there to make it harder. That point, brain. So that really boosts up lethality. So if I then hype all this up, so we can get everyone infected in a really short amount of time. Perhaps if we then get that, try to like wipe everyone out. So let's just see how this goes. Okay, so then we can go Finland. Just pausing that. Okay. Getting that. I'm not going to get that yet. Okay, so what's that? Air. Increase infectivity. Okay. So let's just see how some countries, or any countries not infected yet. Alright, so everyone's infected. Perhaps we should start killing people now, because it's not just going to be a complete everyone just dies really quickly. And if we get a lot of people dying, then it should slow down the progression of the cure. Just need to hope the fact that speed, in which case, see, a lot of people are dying now, and if we then get that one last time, then they're going to be held back, hopefully long enough for it not to matter. Let's then go Poland. Poland seems to be losing it all. So then got Canada, Russia, Greenland and Iceland. So perhaps we need to increase cold. That should then hopefully make a difference. And a lot of them are dying. Hopefully, however, nuclear explosion in Japan. Hopefully it doesn't eradicate itself. That's the only problem I'm worried about, is if it ends up eradicating itself. There's nothing else we can really do other than that. So now it's quite a bit of a waiting game. Russia's still got quite a lot still infected. Still not infected, rather. So that could be quite a problem. What are they considered? Russia. Alright, let's click on Russia themselves. They're rural, humid, and cold. Okay. So it's literally just Russia left. That's a real pain. So if they're rural, then that's urban, that's general distribution, that's hot. So it may just be a bit of a waiting game now to see. Okay, so we're getting more mutations now. Perhaps there's a symptom that would increase the infectivity. Should be our primary focus. I am just really worried the fact that the amount getting infected is going to be smaller than the amount dying. So the amount infected is going down. It's sort of going up at the same time. It's a real struggle there. The cures stopped-ish at 91. Don't believe there's enough really left. Is there anything? Right, that would increase infectivity. That will, but not by much. So I feel that that would be our best shot, but we still need 8 more, which I don't think we're probably gonna get. Just 3 more DNA points and we will be able to. Okay, so exactly on it. So we can get that, which should increase the infectivity. Yes, you can already see it's starting to happen. Yes, definitely now. Well, cure is still a problem, but perhaps if there's see, these are all really high and I really doubt we get that far, so it may just be a waiting game. If it is, I'm probably gonna skip out until it's right at the very end. Okay, so there's now no one left. Okay, so we set out to eradicate humans. We have managed to do it finally on our 4th. This is our 4th attempt, I believe. Last time we were really close, so I feel like that strategy worked. This one, however, proved victorious, yes. So we did get the worm food achievement. So let's just quickly watch over 2,000 days. That's a very, very long time. That's the longest one we got so far. But because it took us so long to do it, I'm not going to complain. I'm also really worried for the parasite, which is the next one. Really worried the fact that that could be worse. So we can't really see it, although we're starting to quite infect quite a lot of people, but that's all focused in Spain. Then it will jump to France and there almost immediately, and then sort of comes out of nowhere, and it stays like that, then goes across the desert area. That's when things start spreading. And you can sort of hear me sending them to different places and everything getting infected. See, by that point I'd already started getting the lethality quite up, because that was when the race really started to begin. But that's interesting to see. But anyway, let's pause that. That'll be it for this episode. Hope you guys really liked it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any feedback or any comments, put it in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next part. Bye guys.